On the Lenovo Legion Go 2 PC handheld with the Z2 Extreme chip running on the Windows 11, there are 3 absolute must changes you should make in order to get the best performance, the best battery life, and the best image quality. So the first tip will be how to maximize the colors on this beautiful 8.8-inch display. The second tip will be how to turn the CPU boost off so you can get a better performance and better battery life. And finally, I will show you how to get the maximum sharpness. In order to get the best possible colors for this beautiful 8.8-inch OLED display, what you need to do is you need to go into Start and then click on Settings. In here, click on System and then Display. And then in this arrow here, click on the arrow and you will be presented with this screen. Now change brightness based on content is currently selected as on battery only. What you want to do is you want to make sure this is off, because by default this is not off. And as soon as you turn this off, what you will notice is that you will notice that the contrast increases, you will notice that the colors look more vibrant, and overall the image will look so much better. So in order for you guys to see the difference, I will do my best to see if you guys can see it in the video. So currently I will put it back on battery only. So I just want you guys to look at the colors at the desktop here. This is what it looks like on battery only. And now I will go ahead and turn it off, and it will take a few seconds for the image to adjust. So just look at the colors here, and now I will turn it off. Now as you guys can see, the brightness just increased a little bit, and so did the contrast, and overall the image is much more clearer. And I've noticed that in many games when you turn this off, it gives you a massive boost in terms of the overall image quality. So make sure that, you know, whichever PC handheld you are using, whether it's the ROG Ally X or the MSI Claw 8 or the Lenovo Legion Go or any other Windows PC handheld, go into display settings and change this to off. Now another way to make sure that this is off is if you go into, so in the search type AMD and then click on AMD software, and in the AMD software go to settings and then go to display. Scroll down to where it says very bright. Now as you guys can see, I don't have the option to turn this off because I just turned it off in the settings. However, if you do see the option here, make sure to turn this off to give you the maximum image quality. Now if I go back into settings and I turn this to the default on battery only, what you will notice is that now very bright is accessible, and as you guys can see, I can change it from 0 to 4. I think by default on most PC handhelds, very bright is set at 1. So if you do see the option, make sure to turn it off in order for you to get the best image quality possible. And trust me guys, when you turn this off, it makes a massive difference in terms of the overall image quality in the games. I am currently running Half-Life, and as you guys can see, I have the FPS and the battery life on the top left here. And if you look at the battery life, I'm getting around 1.9 hours of battery life at 51%, about 1.9 hours as you guys can see. So this is with CPU boost on, and by default most PC handhelds come with CPU boost on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn CPU boost off using GPD Motion Assistant. The link is in the description below for the software. So by turning CPU boost off, if you have a look at the battery life on the top left, it has gone up to 2.7 hours of battery life. So from 1.9 to 2.7 hours of battery life, and the performance is exactly the same as before. So by turning CPU boost off, you get the same performance, but way more battery life, sometimes even double the battery life. So make sure you guys turn CPU boost off. Just to show you guys again, I have now turned it off, but if I enable CPU boost, if you go back into the game, you will see that once I start playing, the battery life will drop back to around 1.9 hours, and if I enable it, the battery life will now increase back to about 2.9, 2.6, 2.8 hours of battery life. So you are getting much more battery life just by disabling CPU boost. So make sure you guys disable CPU boost. In some GPU intensive games, you can even get better performance by disabling CPU boost, because by disabling CPU boost, you are giving more power to the GPU, and in those GPU intensive games, you will have better performance and better battery life. In order to get the maximum sharpness, what you have to do is you have to type in the search box AMD and then open AMD software. In the AMD software, if you click on gaming and scroll down to where it says Radeon Image Sharpening, by default this is off, so just make sure this is on in order to get the maximum sharpness. So let me show you guys how much of a difference this makes. As you guys can see, I am currently running Resident Evil 4, and this is running at 800p because I want to get more performance. So 800p, and I'm getting a bit of a blurry image because this is 800p and the screen resolution of the Lenovo Legion Go 2 is much higher than 800p, so the image will be blurry. Now, in order for me to get the maximum sharpness, I will open the AMD software, and if I scroll down to where it says Radeon Image Sharpening, now if I turn this on, I just want you guys to focus on the character and the game here. So if I turn it on, as you guys can see, it is now so much sharper. It now looks like it is running at 1200p. So if I turn it back off, now it's so much blurrier, and now it's sharp again. So turning this on makes a massive difference in terms of the sharpness of the game, and makes it look like you are running it at a higher resolution than it actually is. And make sure that the slider is all the way up to 100%. This is personal preference depending on how sharp you want it. I like to keep it at 100%. And now, even though I'm running it at 800p, it actually looks like I'm running it at 1200p. So by running games in 800p, I get the benefit of higher FPS, and by turning the Radeon Image Sharpening on, I get the benefit of making it look as sharp as 1200p. So this way you get the best of both worlds, performance and image quality. That's it for this video, guys. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and comment down below and let me know if you found any of the tips useful. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.